Hello everyone, K Kim here from Traders Club. I thought I'll do a quick update on the Apple here. We've been watching this Apple, as you guys know, for those of you who follow my blog, that I went short. I added it here and I closed almost about half position at that level, and I finally closed most of it, all of it, at that level there when surprisingly it came back up here. Though I was looking at about 420 level as possible inverted head and shoulders level, which I talked about on my previous video on the Apple, that we could potentially find some resistance here. This is where actually the 100 SMA coming out here and the horizontal resistance, and we grind there for a little bit, but it all kind of looked like a bull flag there, but we didn't get the bull flag, and then it broke. And then what happened was, well, volume came in. This is what I call a volume breakout. You can see that we've been really, just kind of, we've been going, but volume has been decreasing. And then what happened was, well, when we broke down, we had that volume breakout. So that's how you can see that it was a breakout. It wasn't just merely a pullback. Anything would have been, if anything would have been, this would have been a little bit of pullback if we had a bull flag happening there, which we didn't. We broke out, and then we had a pretty bearish day yesterday. It came all the way down, probably one of the most kind of like a fearful selling, really, to be honest with you, with such a high volume. And you can see that such a high volume came in today, but today it gapped down, and then bulls were able to push it back up. So if you look at this candle, this last 2 days candle, this is what we call a bullish piercing pattern there. This is almost like what is it, the opposite of the bearish dark cloud cover. For the opposite of that would be bullish piercing pattern here. So basically it gapped down, and that it closed above 50% of its body. So that's a little bit above 50%, so definitely qualify for the bullish piercing there. If I would just put a little Fibonacci here, I just wanted to see where we found support there, if we see any significant level here. Well, definitely you can see that we found support at here. I drew that wrong. That was a 61.8%, not 38.2. So let me drive from, did I drive from here? Nope, drive from here. There you go. There. So, if I draw it to the, at the body, I think that makes more sense there. So we kind of came down close to 61.8% retracement level, which is, well, if bulls wanted to continue higher, not breaking this as a part of just making another bearish trend, what they needed to do, make sure to hold this to retracement zone, which they did. So which is a good thing here. You can see that this was a retracement zone. First level was a 38.2% level, which broke in and then came down to 50% level. Well, it held above. Today it gapped down to 61.8%, which was a final stage of this retracement zone, and they were able to hold that. So looking at that, that is actually looks pretty good news for the bulls. And if they can continue grind higher somehow this level, I think that we can able to see some kind of bounce here. And another good thing that we're really looking at here is that, well, for the first time since the 700 level, we are possibly making a solid higher lows here. What I mean by solid is, I'm not talking about these little thing here. I'm talking about the big scheme of things here, big swings here. So we got, ever since 700, we were not able to put in higher lows. You can see that we were not able to put in higher lows. When was the last time we put in any kind of higher lows? We continue to put lower lows and lower highs. And remember, I talked about my recent video, or my previous video, that, well, this is the first time that they made bulls were able to make the equal highs. So we broke the curse of lower highs when we put in these equal highs there. That was actually a very good indication that this downtrend is start to kind of diminish some of its potential, the speed or the momentum. So we basically at least slow it down by making these equal highs there. So what is very important now for the bulls is that we need to really hold this level, and possibly the bullish piercing pattern could lead and to be a catalyst to continue go higher, and by breaking above this resistance level, then for the first time since the fall, what I mean by since the fall is since the 700 crash, we are for the first time we made legitimate higher lows, low and then higher low. If we can go and make and then go up, come down, make another higher low, and then go again. So that would establish uptrend. That's one of the thing about it is it cannot, remember my last week, cannot go. If it does go, it has so much more vulnerability rather than if it go come down and up, down and up and down. So that's the definition of an uptrend. So that's kind of what we're looking at here, looking at this daily chart. Obviously, one thing I did talk about on this daily chart as well, when we close below 10 EMA here, it's not such a good thing for the Apple stock here, because as soon as it closed below 10 EMA, it resulted in some kind of tankage here, as you can see. So first thing is first, what we need to do, what bulls need to do is bulls need to reclaim that 10 EMA by closing above that level with some solid volume. Nothing crazy high, but as you can just match what we've been having here. I think that will be nice if we can just get up and close above that level, and we have just solid volume coming in for the next couple of days here. That would really just make things look so much better here for the bullish run that we could possibly have. Let's look at weekly chart here real quick. Okay, well, weekly chart, I talked about this 20 EMA being the possible, you know what I mean, because 20 EMA did act as support back here and here, and then it came back down and acted as resistance level. So looking at the 20 EMA, looking at the weekly chart here, there's still a lot of levels that we need to break above. Looking at the weekly chart again, when we look at daily chart, it looks like we can able to find the inverted head and shoulder. But looking at the weekly chart, definitely not only we have 20 EMA we have to worry about, but 50 EMA. You can see that 50 EMA on the weekly chart has been very strong for bulls. You can see that they were never able, bears were never able to push it down lower than 50 EMA. Every time it hits the 50 EMA, it starts to go higher. So, well, we got 50 EMA coming over here. So, and then last time we hit that 50 EMA, this thing was able to do that. So, at this point, really, this is going to be long drawn weeks we have to think about, and I'm talking about in a broad sense that we would that potentially have to close above 20 EMA and then close above 50 EMA. So there's some work to do, but definitely looking at weekly chart here, first things first, we have to close above this 20 EMA here, and some people are saying that this is an evening star reversal, and well, it's not evening star reversal, not because of the formation. The formation is definitely part of evening star reversal. If we close below this level, that will be the confirmation of evening star reversal. However, the location isn't the evening star reversal. Evening star reversal when it happens after this kind of run, and then it happens at the top of its move, then it's evening star reversal because it's a reversing after this bullish move. But after this downturn, after a little pullback there, that I really wouldn't call that an evening star reversal. But nonetheless, we have a sentiment of bearishness coming in after you see that kind of candle there. So what I do want to look at is I do want to look at MACD here. Let's go to weekly chart, and what we see is basically, well, this is, I kind of talked about this, I think like two videos ago, that, well, basically we still have this bullish divergence on this MACD here, and then we still at that that bullish signal as that fast line is continue to travel higher there. But I do want to let you know that that is not going to, I don't think that this is strong enough to make this stock go all the way to 700 in a couple of weeks. That's probably not going to happen. As you can see that, well, this bearish divergence is no way same as this bullish divergence right there. You can definitely see that this dude is so much stronger, so much bigger, and so much lethal. But you know, when you see these kind of divergences happening, yeah, it's better than nothing, but definitely it's not compared to what we had back here. So I wouldn't compare this divergence as what we had back here, but this divergence is better than nothing. We do have a continue to have a buy signal on this weekly chart, but for this being weekly chart, who knows how long it's going to take before you know, that thing really plays out. But when we do go to daily chart on this MACD here, we do have a sell signal here. Again, that doesn't mean that we're going to start selling because we're at the sell signal. But you know, we could have that, but we could, you know, we had something similar. We're kind of crossing back here, but it went back up. So it could go back up here. So just because that's, you know, MACD is crossing doesn't mean that you got to start go selling. But you know, just as a reference point that, you know, possibly this zero line, you can see that zero line can come back down and then slowly, you know, kind of find that support there and then just continue higher. So looking at the daily MACD, really nothing to say, but I do want to talk about stochastic on a daily chart, which I've been talking about for a while here. Well, this stochastic band has been on point you know, ever since the fall, and even this miniature peaks there, you can see that the miniature peak somehow at that level. Let me redraw that there, and right there also. Well, you know what? Let me just redraw it one more time there. So there was the peak, and then there was the miniature peak there, and then this one's a little leggy, but that was there, and then that was there, and then that's what we saw. So you can see that, well, once they start to roll over, we see some continuation of its you know, is a bearish run. So looking at stochastic, you can see the fast stoch, how fast it started moving down here. We can see that there's still some bearish momentum still alive, but what we can really say is that, well, possibly these old resistance level can come back down here and then find support, and then we could go higher if we can have to reclaim in 10 and 20 EMA on the daily chart, and then we can continue here. If we continue here, that's what we will probably gonna see on this stochastic, is that's gonna come here and then find the support, and then it's gonna right bounce right there. So you know, looking at stochastic does look, you know what I mean, somewhat bearish there, just because, you know, it's falling here and it's rolling over, but doesn't mean that we're gonna start you know what I mean, start selling. It's just kind of reference point that what we can possibly expect at this level. So definitely something to keep in mind, but you know, I don't know if I would worry too much about that. But I think the most important part, to be honest with you, is the next couple days. Next couple of days is very, very important, because, well, we are currently trading below all moving averages. You can see that this is 10, 20, 10, 20, 50 EMA. We're just right at that level. So we start not able to find any kind of momentum here, and this thing start to slip away a little bit. What you're gonna see is you're gonna see all these moving start rolling over, start crossing. You start seeing those things cross, it's not a good sign. It's not. This is it. This is a one chance that bulls got. This is a 420 level that they need to defend, because once they break this level, we're not going to have a chance to make inverted head and shoulder. And maybe you're gonna think that, well, we're gonna get to this level and possibly find a double top pattern or something like that. Well, a lot of people are saying that up here didn't happen, up here and didn't happen. So back here, well, it could happen, but you know, it just because we weren't able to find the inverted head and shoulder back here, just because we came back, that doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It just, you know, they weren't able to do it back here. So what makes you think that is a guarantee to, you know, find the support here and make a double bottom here? It could. It just you know, that will be just another story. That will be another thing that we have to now analyze, and when it get to that level. So for me, it's just that I'm not long or short at this point, but I am going to be watching to see how it's going to deal with these moving averages here, given the fact that those moving average was the key point for this whole move. And you guys hear me saying this for a really, really long time. You can see that 20, 50 MA, 50 MA, 50 MA, 50 MA, and every time it trades below all moving averages, that's what happens. All moving, that's what happens. All moving average, that's what happened. And there's all moving average when it trades below all moving average here. So we are trading below all moving averages. 10 EMA, 20 EMA, 50 EMA. That's what you're seeing here. Pink is 50, green is 20, and blue is 10 EMA. And so we are just at that level. So this is very, very important level. Also, we also talked about, do you remember what we talked about? We also talked about this Fibonacci retracement level. This is a Fibonacci retracement zone. So we have to, bulls has to defend that level if they want to see any kind of momentum going higher. We start coming back down here. This retracement zone is broken. Now that we can say that this thing's ready to roll over, come back down here. And there's going to be another analysis just to analyze, are we going to hold this level or are we going to 360? So you guys got the some idea there what you can look forward to, what we can expect. So next couple days is very important for this name, for this ticker. Are we going to go higher, make an inverted head and shoulder, or are we going to tank and this thing is going to go 360 or maybe even lower? And I really think that next couple days could really tell us how this stock is going to behave. So hope you guys have a great night, and thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you guys soon.